Hello, everyone. Hope you guys are doing well. We're back for another video and live stream, really. So, hope you guys are doing well. Just came home from work, to be honest. Really nice to see you guys here in the chat already. So, are you guys excited for this game? ABG for $1.95. Suki, Bobby Mo, Patrick, JM. Hope you guys are all doing well. Hey, Vincent. Starting questions today. I mean, my captaincy is going to be on Yamal, personally. A little bit of bias, obviously. I think Olmo probably or Rodri are the safer Spanish picks. I think if you want to captain a French defender, that could work out really well too at the end of the day. And then I suppose the safest captaincy of all is still going to be Mbappe, no matter what, really. It's coming home. Hopefully it's not. I'd rather it go straight to Spain. Top three defenders. To be honest, I think ball recovery wise, right? I like Laporte, I like Koundé, I like Guehi. Those are probably my three favorites. I think they probably will lead their teams for ball recoveries, hopefully, as they have within this tournament. And I'd definitely pick them. I think Guehi will be back in the team, so that's sort of my prediction. Small risk there, but I really can't see Guehi losing his spot. Hopefully he's proved himself enough within the first few games. Mbappe or Rodri, yeah, once again, I think it's close. I think it just comes down to the narrative that you believe, right? If you think that it can be a close game, that maybe Spain can do better, or it's like a 0-0 game once again where Rodri can get so many ball recoveries, potentially both teams score. Rodri's probably better. He can also get penalties. Mbappe, he's also got penalties, obviously much more of an attacker than Rodri, but you're probably also backing maybe a slightly heavier French win, potentially. Rodri captain for you. Yeah, Luca, that makes sense. Perfectly fine as a pick. No qualms with that at all. Worth taking a hit for Olmo Saka? I'd honestly say no, right? I think at this stage of the tournament, you probably want to reduce the amount of hits because it's not like you have too many chances. Unfortunately, when you're betting on, let's say, only 2 games of football, really, not everyone can absolutely haul, right? So it kind of reduces your chances, I think, when you're not picking such obscenely good picks. And honestly, these 2 fixtures are super closely contested. As far as I could see, look, personally, of course, we've watched England and Netherlands. I think they've both, England arguably haven't put in a good performance yet. But the Dutch really have just, so far, in my opinion, played one good game, if I'm being completely honest. The French, yes, okay, not a great offense, but extremely defensive. And Spain obviously are facing their toughest opponent yet, I suppose, from the defensive side. So all the narratives are at play here. I look at analytical models, they're pretty much 50-50. When I look at betting markets, I think England's a little bit favored, but keep in mind, of course, they can be simply influenced by the direction of the bettors, right? And I'm obviously based in the UK, so you can kind of understand that too. So I think it's very close. Try to choose the narratives, but one thing that I can say is, even in tougher games of football, we tend to see ball recoveries reign absolutely good, right? Whereas obviously, when you have a tougher game and you're expecting less goals, more unlikely that a fullback can do well, more unlikely that an open play attacker can do well. So, part of the reason why I'm investing to Spain is I'm a little bit biased. I'm hoping, obviously, a good result for Spain, but I still think that the dominant team is probably coming from that Spain-France side, which is why I'm still pretty stacked into France. And worst case, of course, if let's say, because I've gone 4 English and I only have 3 Dutch, 3 French, if those are the players that have to progress to the next stage of the tournament, I don't really mind so much because I still have 5 free transfers to get a full starting 11 for the finals, hopefully, without suspensions and obviously injuries coming into play. But let's go back to chat questions. Let's see. Go Spain. Thank you. Yep, definitely supporting Spain tonight. Hope you guys are all well. Why do you captain Yamal, but I have French defenders? So part of the reason why is obviously, as I said, I want to make sure that I can field out a team in the finals. I'm obviously sort of betting for Spain to hopefully, get a good result. But I've also picked French defenders, in my opinion, that can get ball recoveries. So, for example, if Theo Hernandez concedes, unless he also scores a goal, I don't really see too many avenues for him to get points. Whereas obviously with the French defenders, even though they might concede, they're still going to get some ball recoveries. I also can't do something like, for example, at the end of the day, right? You can't do anything more than 6x of one team. So if I go 6 Spain and I go 6 England, maybe those are the 2 teams I expect to progress. At the end of the day, I still need to pick 3 players or yeah, I still have to pick 3 players from the remaining 2 teams that I wouldn't be investing into. And part of the reason is also, I think, generally speaking, some crazy things can happen in football, right? Some of these French defenders or even Theo Hernandez at the end of the day can still get an attacking return, whilst Yamal can get an attacking return. It doesn't necessarily need to be one-sided or binary. And yeah, as I said, at the end of the day, whatever sort of team you're betting on to win or progress, it's still possible that players from the opposing side can still get points. It's coming home means just the players are coming home empty-handed. Oh, man, that's depressing. Why not De Vrij instead of Virgil van Dijk, considering that Virgil van Dijk already has a yellow card? You know what? That's actually not a bad point, to be quite honest. Yeah, it's a good point. You may have convinced me there, actually. I think I just tend to like Virgil because at the end of the day, will Virgil get a yellow? It's a good point. Let me actually see quickly who else is on a suspension tightrope, because I do need to sort of refresh my memory. Give me 1 sec, sorry. So I think Gakpo, I mean, look, I guess Gakpo could also be suspended, but how likely is he going to get a yellow? Actually, oh wait, no, you can't get suspended in the finals. Yeah, yellows are wiped. You're right. Yeah, I just reread it. Yeah, makes sense. I literally just reread it just to remind myself. But yeah, good spots. Fran, read the chat. Chris, yep, absolutely reading it now. No suspension to the final. Yep, you're correct. Kane and Williams or Bellingham and Yamal. I'd probably go Bellingham and Yamal personally, just for the sort of risk factor. I think a lot more people probably own the combination of Kane and Williams. Why Rodri and Olmo over Ruiz? Just a personal preference. I like my penalties and ball recoveries from Rodri. And with Ruiz and Olmo, you know, I still prefer Olmo in attacking play a little bit more. And that's pretty much it. How many points do I have? We've got 312 points right now. 312. Let me see. Hopefully that fixes it. Cool. Can you rank the 4 Spanish mids? Look, I mean, I still think Olmo is up. Sorry, I mean, I think Fabian Ruiz is still up there. Maybe because Olmo has better minutes. I think I'd probably rank them Rodri, then Olmo, then Williams in that order. Obviously, Olmo and Williams, these are your sort of open play punts. Williams can have probably the worst minutes, I think, between Olmo and Rodri and himself. I think even Fabian Ruiz, you can argue, is probably pretty close to Nico Williams because he can play more minutes. Rodri, I just, as I said, like the ball recoveries, even in a tougher game, which it probably is going to be tough. And then obviously penalties are still there. And with Olmo, obviously, he's probably the best open play attacker that's not Yamal for us. So I quite like Olmo, so a little bit ahead of Rodri. Or sorry, Williams rather. So I think Rodri, Olmo, then Williams, but I think Williams probably equal to Fabian Ruiz. Sorry if this got answered. What do you think about Rodri captain? I think nothing wrong with it. As I said, I think it's a very safe, strong captaincy. You know, if this game goes extra time, it's going to be Rodri time in the sense that you can continue to get ball recoveries all game long. With Yamal, I'm sort of going for a bit of a punt here. Someone who's ultimately, I don't think many people are going to captain Yamal. I don't think. So I think hopefully it's a little bit of upside for me. Olmo, I think a lot more people are likely to captain him just because, you know, he did well. Really well last game, so I think there's obviously a bit of a bias there. I think Yamal is interesting. And honestly, he's also led Spain for XG and XA. Depay over Gakpo for differential, I think, is perfectly fine. In fact, I think if you want to go... I mean, if you want to go Depay over Gakpo, it makes sense. I still kind of like the fact that Gakpo has been someone who has played more minutes than Depay, I think, when he needs to play. So, for example, yes, of course, Gakpo came off a little bit earlier versus Romania, but the game was sort of won, right? Whereas, obviously, in the previous match versus Turkey, you see that Depay is someone who can come off a little bit earlier. For me, Gakpo plays more minutes, and I kind of still like him over Depay a little bit, but nothing wrong with going Depay. Rodri or Kante? I'd still go Rodri because he's averaged more ball recoveries than Kante throughout this tournament. Obviously, Kante has gotten into better attacking positions, so that's something to think about as well. Would you consider to pick players that can impact off the bench? Honestly, no. I mean, I don't really like taking players with really, really minimal minutes. You've got 5 Spain and Dembele for the punt. Tiggy says you just want Yamal to get that goal. Yeah, that'd be so awesome. Honestly, like him breaking that record would be so lovely. Laporte or Cucurella. Laporte has actually averaged more ball recoveries per minute than Cucurella, if that helps make your decision. So I kind of like Laporte for that. And it's not like Cucurella is that much of an open play threat for us. So it's not like he's that attacking of a fullback. So for me, when it comes back to the ball recoveries, I do kind of like Laporte. Who do you captain from your safe team option? I mean, I think, as I said, the safest captain for me is between Rodri and Mbappe. Nacho and Navas seem bad. Yeah, but I mean, can you tell me, if France have really faced some extremely good defenses within this tournament? You probably couldn't even name the Austrian players who played versus France. Well, I mean, you might be able to name Posh. But it's not like, for example, France have still been able to absolutely terrorize their teams. And I think Nacho, at the end of the day, still had a respectable season and has played really well for Real Madrid closing out the season, particularly when, Eder was still not available and Tchouaméni was injured. Going Olmo captain, totally fine. Playing Kane instead of Yamal, I think that's totally fine. As I said, I've gone for Yamal as a bit of a differential. I think more people will go with Kane, and that's totally fine. Captain Rodri because Yamal won't play 90. That's fine. As I said, I'm sort of going for a specific narrative with Yamal. As I said, more XG and more XA between all the players for Spain, so I do really like him from that aspect. Thoughts on Koundé captain? As I said, French defender is actually not bad, right? If you sort of buy that 0-0 narrative, he's been France's leading defender when it comes to ball recoveries, and I think I can definitely see the idea of Koundé captaincy panning out. What do you think of Dembele? I mean, he's very lively as a player, but at the same time, I tend to think, how likely is Dembele going to produce goals and assists? And maybe is it likely that he can come off a little bit earlier for France? I think that's possible. So yeah, I'm not sure if I love Dembele because he's not that productive as a player. And obviously he's very lively. As I said, he can carry the ball into great positions. Like players like Doku, Yamal, Nico, they can all great into great spots. So it's really sort of the battle of very interesting sort of wingers. Mbappe obviously counted within that. Is Olmo a good captaincy? Absolutely, he is. I think he'll probably have better minutes, to be honest, compared to Yamal and Williams, but we'll see how the game goes. You're captaining a Spain defender. I'd probably go Laporte, personally. If you want a true differential, obviously Navas is there, right? Not many people are going to go for Navas. I think a lot of people just think that Navas will struggle. I think honest result for tonight, I'm kind of backing a Spain 1-0 win, but that's a bit of bias, of course. It's very close. I think, as I said, when I look at, for example, markets that aren't, my head, for example, some betting markets, some analytical models, they actually still have Spain as a little bit of a favored sort of team right now. So it really comes down to your sentiment, I would say. Nico will face Koundé. I think Foden or Rice instead of Nico will be better. Yeah, but Leao also quite enjoyed playing versus Koundé as well. I understand that Koundé's played really well this tournament, and I think he definitely has. But you also have to think about the fact that when attackers are this good in football, and they really are, Mbappe, Nico, Yamal, even Dembele, usually still beat their defenders a couple times per match. So the idea that, for example, Nico will have zero joy versus Koundé, I think it's a bit of a reach to me, especially when you see that, unfortunately, just world-class offense still beats world-class defense for the most part, I would say. What are your 4 must-haves for this match day? Good question, actually. I think Koundé feels like a bit of a must. I think Guehi also feels like a bit of a must. These are players who are really good at ball recoveries. I'd also say Rodri too, just for the ball recovery element of the game. Feels like really, really safe points. And then, I mean, at the end of the day, I think Mbappe is probably... I wouldn't say he's a must-have. Unfortunately, I'm siding with the defenders. The reason why is because I feel like ball recoveries almost feel guaranteed in most games, whereas attacking returns aren't necessarily the case. So... tough to sort of pick that final one. I think I'd probably stand with Koundé, Guehi, and Rodri. Maybe even for the Dutch, I think Van Dijk just for the set piece element. Yes, of course, De Vrij scored a goal, but Van Dijk for the most part still the Rice is actually a very interesting option. I think if you expect that English game to be a bit tougher, Rice definitely might be better than Saka or Bellingham. But once again, it comes down to the narrative of the game that you like. Rice plus Verbruggen or Simons plus Pickford. I kind of like Rice plus Verbruggen because I just think Simons has been a bit off in this tournament. Saka or Foden, I think I'd still probably go Saka for the better minutes. You don't know if already said. I mean, nothing against Fabian specifically, Financial Digest. I think the reason why I've gone for other players over Fabian is just the narrative that I'm hoping that Spain can do a little bit better than open play than we expect in open play. Sorry, which means I like Olmo and Williams and Yamal for that reason as our sort of spearhead of the attack. But then Rodri as well, for the ball recoveries, for me, it feels a bit nicer, really good minutes at the same time, and obviously penalties too, especially if our wingers do well and get penalties. If no Saka, who would you just take? I'd probably go Declan Rice. 6 Spain might be risky. Look, I mean, you have to take some sort of risk at this stage of the tournament, right? You can't go for, you look, if you want to, of course, you can go for 4 from each team, and then obviously, play from there, I suppose, and have one team with 3. But I think there has to be a risk somewhere within your team, if that makes sense. You can have the most vanilla team, I guess, which would be, let's say, Kane, Gakpo, Mbappe, maybe, let's say, Olmo plus Rodri, or Olmo plus Williams, I suppose, who's a bit more popular anyways. Maybe Bellingham, Saka, Simons, and then you can have, I guess, a big French and sort of split stack of defense. But you're going to have to take risks in some positions, so I don't really see how. I mean, yeah, I'm comfortable taking a little bit more players from Spain and France. I'm not also, gee, I'm gonna have to put you in timeout. Sorry, let's not spam the chat. But generally speaking, yeah, if you stack a little bit more from Spain and France, I think it helps because those two teams are projected to win the tournament. Whoever comes out between Spain and France. So I think that's very helpful. Is Dembele or Kolo Muani a good differential? I think Dembele is probably a little bit better of a differential. I'm not sure if I love Kolo Muani because I think Kolo Muani is probably most likely to be an early substitute. I'm also gonna have to put you in timeout. Let's not spam the chat, guys, so everyone can kind of ask their questions within time. Yeah. Going back to the questions in chat, though, Kim says, can you make top 3 who to captain because you don't have Yamal? I think Rodri, Mbappe, probably Koundé. Those are my top 3. What do you think about Mbappe captain? I think it's totally fine. Once again, if you think Spain are going to win, then I mean, go for a Spanish pick. If you think France are most likely going to do better, then go for that. Why captain an attacker and not a defender if expecting a low-scoring game? Well, as I said, I'm not really expecting a low-scoring game. I'm kind of hoping for the best here for Spain. So obviously a little bit of a freak scenario where if Spain do well and maybe even score by 1 goal, hoping that Yamal can be that player because he's so far been the most productive player for Spain when it comes to XG and XA. So kind of backing a Spain win here with offensive goals obviously in play as opposed to something like a 0-0 penalty shootout. Why Yamal over Olmo for captaincy? I still think that he's our best attacker, but I think Olmo's very close, so there's nothing really wrong with going Olmo. As I said, most people are going to go Olmo once again because he just had such a great day last time out. You have all Spanish midfield and forward other than Morata. I think that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. Unfortunately, France just don't have a lot of midfielders. And if you don't back England, I guess it actually becomes quite tough to go for too many midfielders outside of Spain, to be honest. Like the best Spanish picks are probably in the midfield, whereas obviously the best French picks are in defense and attack. The same goes for the Dutch, right? Depay, Gakpo in the attack, then obviously defense. With England, you kind of have more varied options. With Spain, you have varied options as well. So up to you really how you build your team. Is captaining Jules Koundé? Absolutely, it's a great idea. I think nothing wrong with that. Why Saliba over Hernandez? I'm not expecting an attacking return from Theo. I think obviously he's the player most likely to get it from the French defenders, but I'm just kind of hoping for a Spain win, hoping for ball recoveries from both defenders, and that's why I'm going with the 2 leading sort of French defenders when it comes to ball recoveries. Conte for recovery. Conte just hasn't been very good at ball recovery, so if you actually look at the average recoveries per game from Conte, it's actually been pretty low. So Rice and Rodri both have a lot more ball recoveries per game compared to Conte so far in this tournament. Check Upamecano ownership, only 6%. It's a good point, actually. I mean, I definitely can consider that. Not a bad shout, actually. Yeah, from the ownership point of view. Actually, I think... wait, no. I can definitely afford Upamecano. Koundé, obviously, is actually less owned than Saliba, fair play. I mean... because I don't think there's too much of a difference, really, between Saliba and Koundé. I don't really mind that, but between Van Dijk and De Vrij, I think I'd still pick Van Dijk, so maybe that's my last transfer. You've convinced me. At the end of the day, my rank isn't, blisteringly good, so I'm more likely probably just going to back Upamecano in this situation. Although Teo Hernandez is an interesting one too. How much is Teo actually owned at the end of the day? Still pretty high. Yeah, I don't really mind Upamecano, why not? However, he has made several mistakes within this tournament, which, it's fine. We'll just go with Upamecano. Best captain after Yamal. I mean, I don't think Yamal's the best captain. I'm kind of going for a differential captain myself, if I'm being completely honest. I think, players like, if you back, let's say, Spanish defense, there's Laporte, I would say. If you back French defense, I think it's Koundé. If you want to sort of back maybe a both teams to score type of game where you don't really know where the goals are going to come from, I think definitely Mbappe or Rodri make the most sense, because Rodri in general should still get the most amount of ball recoveries. I mean, Navas is finished. Sure, you can say that, but I don't think France have played versus some pretty poor defenses in this tournament, at least, right-hand side defenses, and I don't think that's crazy. I don't understand why we're pretending like football is some sort of one-on-one game. Why did I move out Saliba? I actually I don't mind going Upamecano for the lower ownership. Rodri definitely more likely to play 120 minutes. I mean, he's the only player within the Spanish team that I've picked that I think will make 120 minutes outside of Laporte. Yamal's definitely not going to play the whole game. I don't think so. I think he'll be an early substitution. But once again, sort of betting for a Spanish result where we get the result before 90. Is going for a Spanish and French keeper too safe? It's not too safe, right? Because it guarantees you a keeper in the final, but it's up to you. I kind of like, rolling the dice with the goalkeepers. Dropping in to say how amazing my content. Thank you so much, MPass87. Really appreciate it. Thanks for being a member for 4 months and a manager as well. So really appreciate you and the support. So thanks again. Is Guehi nailed for England versus Netherlands? I think he should be nailed. FPL question: when do you think the new season will be launched? Probably this or next week, maybe next Monday potentially. I'm not sure. Why did I switch to Upamecano? I've decided actually to go for Upamecano just for the ownership reasons, because the lower owned someone is, I think the more interesting the pick becomes. So I don't really mind going for him. I'm actually kind of curious, how much is Fabian owned? He's actually pretty highly owned. Obviously, Williams a bit higher, Olmo a bit lower, Yamal. All the Spanish picks seem to be pretty evenly owned. I'm pretty happy to go with Rodri still, though. Let's just refresh the page just so that it's correct. Yep, that's fine. I've just done Saliba for Upamecano, nothing crazy. Did I use my wildcard? Yes, I did. Hey, Fran, feeling kind of weird about having Van Dijk and De Vrij. Should I replace one of them to have 3 defenders playing today? I think that's fine. Yeah, if you want to go for another French defender, I think that's pretty logical. I also like Laporte personally. If you want to back Spain, those are very close. Surely Saliba still gets the more ball recoveries than Upamecano. Pick the best player over percentage. I mean, they haven't been too far apart. I believe Saliba actually just has 2 ball recoveries more than Upamecano. So let's quickly check. So Saliba has 29 ball recoveries and Upamecano has 27, I believe. Yep. So it's just 2. So I don't think it's a huge difference. It's also not enough sample size for us to 100% be sure that Saliba is going to get more ball recoveries. So I'm happy enough that there's not enough of a difference between the two. For example, if it was something like, let's say, if you asked me between Laporte and Navas, I think it's pretty clear in Laporte's favor. I think Shaw isn't really worth a punt, because there could very well just be an opportunity that Trippier starts, and that's not really worth it for you. What's my point threshold for subs? Look, it really just keeper gets 4, you stick. To be honest, I think if a keeper gets 4, I think that's a good threshold, because once again, the fixtures aren't amazing, right? So you have less reasons to go for a sort of keeper stick if it's like less than 5 points as compared to the group stages. Why Laporte over Cucurella? He's actually been better for ball recoveries per minute. What about Fabian Ruiz? Still a great pick. There's nothing wrong with him. Would you advise going for Yamal over Kane, or just simply bias? I look, if you want to go for Kane, I think go for Kane. I think there's a small bias with Yamal for sure. Kane is actually projected to get more goals. So if you want to go for Kane, it's totally fine. Yamal hasn't scored a goal yet. Are you sure about him being my captain or Olmo? I mean, I don't think football is about who has scored goals before, right? Because technically, a lot of the picks that we have here still haven't scored goals yet, right? For example, like Van Dijk, the reason why a lot of people would still go for Van Dijk over some of the other defenders is simply because you'd think, if you had to bet every single game, would you bet Van Dijk or De Vrij to score? Most of the times, you'd probably pick Van Dijk. So far, Yamal has actually had the highest expected goals for Spain. So it suggests that he's at least getting into great attacking positions. So on that basis, I think Yamal is actually a very interesting pick. E7, thank you for the super chat. Bellingham, Saka, Rice for Bruggen, or Bellingham, Saka, Xavi, Simons, Pickford. I actually like Rice and Verbruggen personally. I just think that Xavi is probably less likely to play good minutes. If it goes to extra time, you've got Rice as a bit of a Rodri factor there, 100%. And Verbruggen probably likely to make quite a few saves, I assume, as the slightly unfavored team, but it's pretty close. Notion Vids, love your streams, all the Euros. We'll be waiting with the FPL ones. Absolutely, we'll be coming soon with FPL content. Yamal minutes are limited. Yep, I'm pretty aware of that. Saka or Simons, I'd probably go Saka 100%. Still probably better minutes as well compared to Simons. 10 points off the top of my league. Fran, any advice? I think just have a look at who's at the top of your league. Have a look at what kind of team he has or she has. See if you can go for any differentials at the end of the day, right? So if, for example, he has Saliba, you go Upamecano. If he has Laporte, you go Cucurella or Navas even. Things like that. What do you think about Kobbie Mainoo? I don't think his ball recoveries have been amazing, so I'm not sure if I do love him. Is Guehi really locked after Konsa's excellent performance? I still think he should be locked. What is my second day captaincy? Probably going to be Guehi, to be honest, if he starts. Struggling on whether to captain Rodri or Koundé. Have Koundé captain, but the chance Rodri gets a goal contribution is annoying me. Look, both are great ball recoveries. I guess it really comes down to whether you think France will keep a clean sheet. And if you think they do, then probably Koundé is better. What if Jude gets another yellow card? Yellow cards are wiped out in the finals. Why Upamecano over Saliba? Just ownership. Saka for Simons for a hit. I don't think it's worth a hit. Better second forward from France. Probably Dembele, to be honest. Just because he's starting, Griezmann's benched, and I'm not sure if Kolo Muani will play a lot of minutes. I think Kolo Muani is obviously probably going to be the biggest differential, but he's probably going to also play the least minutes. And I also think, for example, there are some players who play less minutes that are extremely exciting, right? For example, Yamal and Williams, even in the minutes that they've played, they get a lot of great chances. They play really well. They create a lot of opportunities. Kolo Muani, on the other hand, obviously had one great chance versus Portugal. But for the most part, I think he's still the least interesting French defender. Spain will score. Why not go for another defender over a French defender? I mean, if you generally believe Spain will score, then do that. But at the same time, as I said, even in the case where France will concede, I've picked people who can get points anyways through ball recoveries, right? For example, if you guys remember, like Sutalo, when he got like 6 or 7 points from ball recoveries, like that is a good avenue towards points anyways. Would I consider Foden? Yeah, I think Foden's 100% a great differential. If you couldn't choose Yamal as your captain, who would I pick for my team? Probably Olmo, to be honest, just to back, once again, a Spain goal. Why six Spanish? Well, I'm Spanish and I'm biased. And obviously, the whole point in this tournament, when it's this late in the tournament, is you take a few risks. And I'm happy to take some. Why Upamecano over Theo or Saliba? Just ownership, really. Olmo Mbappe captain. Olmo Mbappe captain. I'd probably go Mbappe. I still think he's safer, ultimately, if you want to do that. What do you think about Rodri? Is only 2 French players and two Dutch defenders a bad idea? I mean, it is a bad idea in the sense that, look, if England and Spain don't win, you're in trouble, right? Un saludo en español. Te sigo desde Bolivia. Awesome, thank you. Appreciate you being on the stream. So many possible goal scorers in Spain team. You choose Mbappe captain. Fair enough. I think that's fine. What is my score prediction? Hopefully 1-0 Yamal. Who would you captain after Yamal if Yamal doesn't return? Probably Guehi. Why Upamecano over Theo or Saliba? As I said, just ownership and a bit of risk there from the ownership perspective. Who would you, Cucurella, Laporte. I'd go Laporte for the ball recoveries. If Morata scores, I will be pissed. I won't be pissed because I'm Spanish at the end of the day, and I'd love it if anyone scores from Spain. Why is Simon over Magnan? If I go for, well, look, as I said, I'm Spanish, so I'm a little bit biased. That's why I've gone for 6 Spain. Can you justify Rice over Bellingham? I think you definitely can. If you think that it's a low-scoring game, once again, Rice is probably just better, straight out, compared to Bellingham. Yamal better pick than Kane? Probably not. As I said, Yamal's sort of the risky pick that I've gone for, and I've decided to do that. 6 France, 4 English, 6 English, 4 Spain, 6 English. Whatever fails, you swap for English players. I mean, look, you're very much hedged towards the Dutch. I suppose there's the worst case scenario, which is where I guess Spain qualify and you've got 4 players, which is not the worst, case scenario in the world. So I don't think there's anything really wrong with that. You're clearly betting towards a specific result for England, and I think that's fine, right? Everyone takes risks in different directions at the stage. France say if Lamine Yamal wants to play in the Euro final with Spain, he'll have to do much more against us than he has done so far. We'll put pressure on him so that he's not comfortable. Hey, I know a couple teams that, I mean, at the end of the day, you know You know, when a good player plays football, you can't really stop them for 90 minutes or even within 60 minutes, right? Everyone has the plan, for example, to defend versus. I'm not saying Yamal's Messi, by the way, but everyone has a plan to defend versus Messi. But can you defend versus Messi is another question. And Yamal has been brilliant all tournament long, and even within La Liga. Cap Mbappe and Koundé. I think once again back the result that you think. If you think it's low scoring, probably go Koundé. Saka, Bellingham, or Rice. I'd probably go with Saka just for the minutes, and I quite like how active Saka has been ultimately. So now that, for example, he's getting much more minutes with Gareth, I kind of like Saka the most. But they're all really close, and I don't think there's anyone who's particularly worse than the other. Yamal's the assist king. He's also, as I said, Yamal's also number one in Spain for expected goals. He hasn't scored any time yet, but back to my team. Yeah, sorry about that. Why is it? Oh, right. My bad. Good shout there. Good shout. Fantastic shout. Saka or Olmo? I'd probably still go Saka. Spain bias is creeping again. Yamal Messi comparisons. I mean, have you seen a 16-year-old who's better than Lamine Yamal? I'll wait. Is Rodri a good captain? Not that I'm saying Messi is comparable to Yamal. Yamal needs to probably play 18 years of good football consistently to even come close. So we'll see. But he's probably the most interesting Spanish prospect that I've seen in my lifetime. Thoughts on Luke Shaw's differential? I really don't think he might. I think that it's pretty highly likely that Shaw might be benched. So I think he's not really worth it. But if you think that Shaw will start, then take that risk. Rice or Saka? I'd probably still go Saka. But if you think it's a low-scoring game, go Rice. And there's nothing. Rooney at 16. I think Yamal is still better. Yamal plus Simons or Gakpo plus Olmo. I think I prefer Gakpo plus Olmo. I think Gakpo plays more minutes than Simons. I think Olmo also probably plays more minutes than Yamal, so the combination of the two is a lot stronger. I mean, Yamal's 15 years old and he played a full season for Barca. Exactly. I mean, he just turned 16 as well. Cucurella for Devry for a hit. I don't really like Cucurella for Devry for a hit because I think at the end of the day, the goal scoring odds aren't that much better for, let's say, England compared to France. So at the end of the day, it's not really necessary to waste a hit on that. Best ending defender other than Guehi? I think you probably still have to go Walker at the end of the day because I'm not really sure whether Shaw will start. But if you want to take the risk that Shaw starts, then there's Shaw. You think Cucurella is better? I think that's fine. I mean, what makes Upamecano a bad choice and let's say Saliba a good choice? Navas older than Yamal's dad is trippy? Yeah, absolutely. Is -4, -8 worth it? I don't really think it's worth it, personally. I don't love hits that much, but if you're missing a big player that you're really scared of that might haul against you, then go for it. But I probably wouldn't. Thoughts on Rodri, Saka, Rice, Magnan for Bruno, Pedri, Musiala, Costa? I think they're all good picks, so definitely good. Is my wildcard active? Yep. Why Verbruggen over Pickford? Just in case, obviously, if the Dutch win and if the French win, then I need 6 players for the finals. Nothing about Verbruggen over Pickford. I'd probably pick Pickford in isolation, but unfortunately, I still need to have the insurance clause of having 11 players for the finals. Should I use a transfer for a second keeper? I mean, if you need to, then do it. But I think if you don't need to, I probably wouldn't waste a hit for it, if we want to put it like that. At the same time as well, you can probably say, as long as you have one keeper this day, it might be better off rotating some of the attackers. You don't lose any points for making mistakes, Yazan, so I don't really understand what the point is, unless you think Upamecano is definitely going to give a penalty away. Saliba has literally 2 more ball recoveries, which is definitely not the definition of much more. I don't think the Spanish attackers are that good, therefore you want to go 4 Spanish defenders and 2 attackers. I mean, if you don't think Spain's going to do that good, then you probably don't even need to go 6 Spain at all, if that makes sense. But you also don't need a spam chat as well, so I'm going to have to put you in timeout. Sorry about that. Bring in Rabiot or go Simons? I'd probably still go Simons for the attacking sort of element. Do you need a bench for the finals? No, you don't. You just need 11 players for the finals. 2 Netherlands defender or remove 1 and get a Spanish defense. Look, you probably still need a couple Netherlands players because it's not 100% guarantee the case that they'll sort of not get advanced versus England. They have a pretty good chance. So I don't really mind keeping your Dutch players if you want to keep them. Do I feel uncomfortable with 4 Spanish attackers? No. If Spain lose, how am I absolutely screwed? I have 5 free transfers in the finals, so I'm not really sure what your point even is. If Spain lose, and if, let's say, the Dutch lose, or let's say England lose, actually, I will have Upamecano, Koundé, Mbappe, Verbruggen, Gakpo, Van Dijk. That's 6 players. So all I need is 5 free transfers in the finals. But if you want to define screwed, then redefine it for me. Best captaincy after Olmo and Yamal for tonight. I think Guehi makes a lot of sense. He's been the #1 ball recovery player in the tournament outside of Pepe, who's, no longer in the tournament. And I think he should be back in the team. But of course, if there's a miracle situation where, let's say, Guehi doesn't start, which of course I'm sure there's a 5-10% chance that that's possible, I'll probably actually instead go for maybe a Bellingham or Saka captaincy, because I still think England are likely to do better. Sure, worth risking for the assist? I don't think so necessarily. I mean, first of all, the Netherlands are still a pretty respectable team, and England have been pretty flat. I don't think necessarily just having Shaw within the team suddenly makes England, from one of the least offensive teams in the tournament to a world-class attacking team, and one where Shaw can get assists. Obviously, Shaw can do it. Shaw's a brilliant player, but I still think that's a bit of a reach, and it's probably not worth the risk. If you have to leave one of my Spanish midfielders out, I'd probably drop Williams, to be honest. I think Williams will play the least minutes, potentially. So if I drop Williams, then I'll probably go for... I mean, it's tough, right? I'd probably actually go for Declan Rice, to be honest. Considering France's big wins in Europe and World in last decade, can they pass Spain because of experience? I mean, most of the people... Look, first of all, most of the experienced players that actually won a lot of these titles for France are now benched, or definitely not even playing a single minute. So Giroud's gone. Griezmann is literally benched. Most of the people who won titles with France, I suppose, are not playing outside of Mbappe. And secondly, I think a lot of these players from all 4 teams play within the top level of football. Rodri is literally playing for City week in, week out. Yamal has been a star for Barcelona all season. Williams has won a Spanish league final. Bellingham is Bellingham. Across the board, all these players, even though they haven't won anything on international level, I just don't see what relevance that even is. Our team is quite similar, except you have more Dutch than England. I think that's fine. As I said, look, if you believe, let's say, the English will continue to sort of suffer, and maybe a little bit more so than the Dutch, that's fine. Olmo versus Ruiz. Once again, Olmo better minutes. I think Ruiz similar minutes. Olmo similar minutes to Ruiz and a little bit more attacking, right? You're comparing an attacking 10 to, let's say, the more advanced centre mid. So I kind of like Olmo more anyways. Rodri or Ruiz, I'd probably still go for Rodri for the ball recoveries, for the minutes, and the penalties potentially. Top 3 captains for tonight. I like Mbappe, I like Koundé, and I like Olmo, to be honest. Those are my top 3, but I've gone for a little bit of a risky captaincy, and I'm happy to do a risky captaincy. I wouldn't necessarily advise Yamal for anyone else. I'm just going for Yamal because of the want to sort of captain someone who most people are going to ignore as a captaincy option. And I want to go for Yamal as the sort of best XG, best XA. Bias out the way, Kane or Yamal? I think Kane obviously is bias out the way, yeah. As I've already explained, if I was trying to build the best team possible, I'd probably go for Kane over Yamal, and I might even drop Williams for... I'm not sure if I'd full stack the English, to be quite honest. I think maybe Kane for Yamal, and I think that might be it for me. Why not Rodri as captain? I'm just hoping that Spain will win within 90 minutes, and hopefully Yamal, steals the show. How about Captain Conte? I don't really like Conte because his ball recoveries have been poor, so you're sort of relying on a man of the match. Magnan plus Laporte or Unai plus Theo? I'd probably go Magnan plus Laporte. Ball recoveries probably, and I imagine Spain will probably pepper France with a couple more shots. So I'd probably go for that pair a bit more. What do you think about Dembele? I mean, Dembele is always an interesting, lively, active player. But is he necessarily someone who's that productive? I'd probably say no. So unless you think, let's say, Dembele man of the match narratives are once again in play, then you can go for Dembele. But I'd probably still skirt past Dembele. Like I think I would prefer Depay over Dembele. I'd prefer Kane over Dembele within, just looking at my own team before I even consider Dembele. Olmo or Saka, I'd probably still go Saka, to be quite honest. You think Yamal will play the full 90? Look, I think once again, it really depends on the game state for Spain, right? I saw that so quick. There's no delay out here, yeah. No, but once again, going back to the point, I think we've seen that, someone like Yamal can play 90 minutes of football. He did that versus Georgia, right? So it's not necessarily the case that Yamal will always get, taken off as an early substitution. So that's something to think about. With Morata, right? Morata is always someone who I think will be substituted between 65 to 75 minutes. Yamal is quite variable. It's going to be 65 to 90 minutes at times. Have I used wildcard? I have, but I'm going to have to put you in timeout. And that's a good point because Benny Hanna actually called it. You're hedging bets with Rodri getting a man of the match, so he's in the same boat as Conte. I don't see how Rodri is let's say in the same boat as Conte. Rodri literally averages 2.3 more ball recoveries per game than Conte, so they're not even the same pick, if that makes sense. You think France and England will get the most recoveries from the way Spain and Netherlands play? I mean, how often do Spain lose the ball though? So I mean, let's do a little bit of a case study, right? How often do Spain? I mean, I think let's have a look at Rudiger. Oh, you can't even see it because you can't even see players who've been not knocked out. I'd love to double check how many ball recoveries someone like Rudiger got, but I don't think I can even check it, which is so upsetting. Maybe if I go to the overview section and have a look at that. I wonder if you can actually just look at total ball recoveries. Nope. Unfortunately, in the stats page, they've given us absolutely zero information. Even though ball recoveries are such a great guaranteed value of points, we only have goals, assists, and most points in a match, I guess. Maybe Rudiger got most points in the match one game, but we can't even click into his profile. So that's previous match day. You can see history. But the thing is, I didn't have Rudiger, right? How would I be able to check Rudiger? If I go Rodri, can I go to Spain versus? I can't even see it, right? Oh, nice. See, Rudiger, the best ball recovery option for Germany, probably only got 5 ball recoveries. So I think the narrative, like Spain are a team that defend very well in the sense that they retain the ball very well. So I'm just not sure how often we'd actually lose the ball. I mean, let's look at Schlotterbeck as well. Schlotterbeck actually got. Can you see it? No, he didn't. Sorry, of course he didn't play. Jonathan Tah played. Why did Schlotterbeck get a yellow from the bench? Can't remember. Did he? I guess he did. Middlestat came off later. Is there another way that I can actually check who else did well? If I click on this, will I get to Jonathan Tah? That's the question. Maybe if I look at his stats, Jonathan Tah, defending potentially. Oh, it doesn't even split it by game, so I can't even see it. Maybe matches potentially. If I look at Spain, no, I can't even see it. But yeah, I think Rudiger might be a small, like this is one piece of sample size, obviously, but it's a good example to kind of show, yeah, the UI on the site is not lovely, but I think it's a good example to show that the narrative that Spain will lose the ball a lot, it sounds a little bit of a reach, because I think we would probably prioritize keeping the ball more than anything. Almost good captaincy, I think definitely. Upamecano I've gone for just simply, for the element of risk. Look at players in the league and you scroll through the team, but I think I don't know if anyone's going to have Jonathan Tah, unfortunately. Tah had 5, Tah had 6. And that's pretty low, to be honest, right? That's still on the lower side of things. If you have one defender who got 5 and one defender who got 6, that's generally speaking pretty low for tournament standards. For example, Laporte versus Germany, I believe, had like 11 balls recovered. Yeah, exactly. He had 11 balls recovered. So I think, if anything, it's possible that a team like Spain could actually get more ball recoveries within certain games. France will sit back. I agree, France will sit back. I mean, Spain will obviously. Why not De Vrij chasing rank? I just think at this stage, if I had to prioritize one or the other, I'd still probably go for, the potential pen shout in extra time, the set piece goal, the everything for Van Dijk at this moment in time. Whereas obviously, I think with, let's say, Teo Hernandez, at least you can say that there's a bit of a, like, I would always probably choose Van Dijk over De Vrij. I don't think they're necessarily equivalent options. Whereas for me, between Upamecano and Saliba, like, this isn't a fantasy game where I'm trying to choose the better central defender, right? I'm just trying to pick the player who's going to get the most amount of points. But between Upamecano and Saliba, we know that there's a difference of 2 ball recoveries between the two players. So I don't think there's too much in between the two of them, but when it comes to ball recoveries. And then obviously, second of all, unless Upamecano draws a penalty, which is possible, obviously, I don't think there's too much in between them. Obviously, Saliba is a better central defender, but if I have the chance to go with Upamecano, who has less ownership, and he does well, I'll probably stand to gain a little bit more. And then with Spain, obviously, I've just picked my top 4 attackers for Spain, and well, top 3, and then Rodri actually. Saliba has higher man of the match potential. I mean, I think it's a pretty. I think that's a fair shout, to be honest, but I don't think it's going to be significant. Top 2 Spanish midfielders, I'd say Rodri and Olmo. Yamal early sub scares you, but the thing is, as I said, Yamal is someone who can also get subbed off a little bit later. Yamal isn't subbed off early every single game of football. Why not Teo Hernandez to get the attacking benefit instead of Upamecano? Because, as we've seen, attacking fullbacks have consistently, for example, struggled in tougher games, and ball recovery seemed to be pretty persistent in tougher games. So I think, for example, like Pepe versus Cancelo was a good option. Like I went Cancelo twice. I even went Cancelo versus a much easier team on paper for Portugal within the round of 16, and it didn't work out at all. So yeah, I think generally, going for center backs sometimes also works out really well. Rodri captain, I think, is totally fine. Your take on Koundé, Captain Koundé, I think is great. If you think it's a 0-0, I think he's probably the best option. Because he's also led France by quite a fair mile for Saliba. Sorry, for ball recoveries. You love the fact that I'm captaining Yamal. I think Walker will 100% play. I'd be shocked if Walker didn't play. I'm going for Yamal, as I said, for a bit of a risk, and I think I'm totally fine, comfortable with that decision, because you get to flip the captaincy anyways. Who to captain for Spain or France? As I said, I think the safest captaincies today, I think, are Olmo, Rodri, Mbappe, Koundé. Those sort of 4 picks, I think, are probably the most interesting. Aditya, thanks for the quick reply, no problem. Foden, I think, is a great differential for the English. But once again, let me explain something, right? So I think with Foden, unfortunately, he's been the least productive player for the English. And with Yamal, I would say, actually, when you look at, for example, the stats like XG, like XA, even within the limited minutes that Yamal plays, he tends to actually perform the best for Spain when it comes to creating chances. Or even, for example, creating chances for himself to score. So I quite like the fact that Yamal is so good, even with the reduced minutes. Whereas obviously with Foden, I think, on the other hand, we know such a brilliant player he is, but unfortunately, he's also not really delivered too much on the field for us to say he's worth going for, as opposed to maybe Bellingham and Saka, who could play more minutes of football. So that's sort of why I'm not that keen on Foden right now. But at the same time, when I look at the bookies odds, Foden is amazing for both goals and assists, and he's very close to Bellingham and Saka. So if you want to take a differential, I don't think Foden's a bad choice either. What are my X-Mins for Yamal? I'd probably say 75 minutes. Your 3 forwards, if you have Limitless, probably Kane, Mbappe, Yamal. I'd probably try and bet on the teams that I think are most likely to do well. And if I went for a Limitless, I'd probably go a little bit less on the Dutch. Koundé or Olmo captain, which one you edge? I'd probably go Koundé. How long will Morata stay on the pitch? I think probably 65 minutes, as usual. But yeah, it really comes down to the game state as well. Depay, I think Depay's actually an excellent differential. But as I said, there's also the flip side where Gakpo has been much more productive than him. Not just in terms of goals and assists, but rather expected goals and expected assists. I think Gakpo is actually leading the tournament in expected assists, whereas Yamal is actually second, which is interesting. Mbappe or Spanish midfielders captain, please. I'd probably go a Spanish midfielder if you want. Because Spain, at the end of the day, are still favored to win just slightly. And if you kind of buy into that, then there's that. I'm going to quickly check some of the betting market odds, just because I'm curious. So right now, actually, the favorites to get into the final are actually Spain somehow. So it actually suggests that based on the Opta AI model, Spain are 53.5% chance favorite. Obviously, this is so close to 50-50. It's basically a negligible decision. But actually, interestingly, despite the betting markets favoring England a lot, England 51.5% to advance. So very close between all 4 teams, to be honest. And that's why we have to just be honest with ourselves and just say it's okay to just buy into one narrative and to invest into the one narrative, because you have, unfortunately, a lot of risk within this game. Nacho or Navas, I'd probably go Nacho for the ball recoveries personally. I'm going to have to put you in timeout, though. You got Rodri, Fabian, Yamal, Olmo. Should you take Nico over Declan Rice? Look, to be honest, if you don't want to be over-invested into Spain, I think going for Declan Rice is better at the end of the day. And I think that makes sense. Is anyone punting on Muani? Look, I think he's probably going to be the lowest owned French offensive player. So if you want to sort of buy into the low ownership aspect and sort of hope that a Hall is going to do well and you'll gain a lot of points if that happens, then of course you can go for Kolo Muani. But I still think I prefer Mbappe than Dembele, in that order. Thoughts on Captain Koundé? I think that makes a lot of sense if you're thinking it's a 0-0. He's actually better at ball recoveries compared to any of the defenders on the pitch. at least so far within this tournament, then Koundé makes a lot of sense. Why do I not own Saliba? Just simply because I like the low ownership of Upamecano, and I'm happy to go with Upamecano in this stage. What are people doing to get a timeout? Spamming the chat. Let's not spam the chat. No full caps as well. No capital letters. We don't like that here. Have you heard about the age restriction for your mile to play after 11 p.m.? Yeah, I've heard about it. But aren't we going to win in 90 minutes? Thoughts on Rabiot over Williams? Rabiot can play 90 minutes, ball recovering, decent attack. And I don't mind. If you want to go Rabiot, I think that actually is not a bad pick at all. Is there a clear differential option compared to Laporte? The reason why I've actually gone for Laporte is because he's actually done slightly better per minute than Cucurella for ball recoveries, which is very interesting. Keenan says, Yamal captain, love it. He's better than Mbappe. I'm not sure if he's better than Mbappe, but as I said, I'm going for a differential on purpose. In footballing terms, the fines for him playing later, trivial. Look, as I said, it's not even in my consideration. Fran went triple England defense, Guehi, Walker, Pickford. I think that's fine. Nothing wrong with that. Olmo captain's also great. Walker or Upamecano, I'd probably go Walker, to be honest. Hi, just joined. Sorry, is there any England team leaks? I don't think so. I haven't seen anything from any of the sort of major sort of leakers. I can have a look at Sam C though, because Sam C last time round did leak the English lineup, so I can have a quick look to see if he's leaked the English team once again. It seems like he hasn't leaked it, so doesn't seem like we've got an English leak. So that's that for now. You'll never spam the chat. You're the expert. Thank you, my friend. Hola, Fran. Saludos desde Colombia. Voy de primero en mi liga y puntos. Okay, so I mean, I think, well, Felipe, I think generally speaking, if you're, I think you should just go for the safest picks, right? Like look at ownership and go for a combination of what you think are the best picks and the highest owned picks, because that way within your league at least, not necessarily in the world. So if you kind of look at some of the opponents that you have within your league, try to see what kind of picks that they have that are a bit in common, and if you think they're actually still good picks, then go for them. Obviously, for example, if there's like a pick like, I don't know, what's a good example, like, I don't know, Dembele, like you can probably ignore Dembele, but generally speaking, I think you go for the safer picks, the higher owned picks within your league that you think are going to do strong anyways, and then lock up your league. Time to lock it in. Absolutely. We've got 8 minutes left. Williams or Ruiz? I think Ruiz actually might be better than Williams, to be honest. But as I said, I'm kind of buying into the narrative that Spain will win within 90 minutes, which will sort of make Williams a touch better in that sort of scenario. Why Rodri over Ruiz? Once again, ball recoveries and penalties, which is something that I still quite like. Good luck today to my Spaniards. Thank you, PK Soccer. Why 2 French defenders when going with 4 Spaniards in the front? At the end of the day, I'm not trying to overly hedge into, 2 results, right? I still need to have at least 6 players from the teams that I project to probably do a little bit worse within the finals, which is why I've gone for 3 France and 3 Dutch. I also think that if, let's say, I buy into the narrative that France might not score, at the end of the day, Upamecano and Koundé should still get the ball recoveries within that French team. So if I'm sort of buying into a certain narrative, at least I might as well insulate myself within that condition. Safest captain for today, I think it's, honestly, I still think the safest captain, because we're talking extra time, is Rodri and Mbappe, right? All the other players are pretty prone to being subbed off, particularly the Spanish attackers, particularly the French attackers. Can't wait to start the new season with FPL. Absolutely. Laporte captain, I think Laporte Koundé, like if you're buying into that sort of 0-0 aspect, which I think obviously becomes less likely if you go into extra time and stuff like that. I mean, I'd go probably Laporte or Koundé if you want to. Those are the leading ball recovery players for Spain and France, respectively. Thanks for the content. Am I not considering Ruiz? As I said, I don't think there's anything wrong with going for Ruiz. Me not going for Ruiz is not an indictment on Ruiz. Ruiz is a fantastic pick. So if you want to go for Ruiz, feel comfortable going for it. As I said, I'm sort of buying into a little bit of a narrative here with Spain doing well. And that's the risk that I'm taking. Bellingham or Rice, once again, depends on your narrative. Do you think England will probably outperform a little bit, finally get some goals? Or do you think, once again, it'll be a cagey game? So therefore, go for Rice. Rice or Ruiz, no Spanish bias. Tough one. I'd probably still say Ruiz. Spain. Another point that I'll make, right, about Spain and France is if you invest a little bit heavily into the day one game, it's nicer because those 2 teams are projected to win, right? So that's I think generally speaking, a little bit of a sentiment to why I'm more high on going for Spanish and French players. Hey Fran, same team, but Gakpo instead of Yamal, Saliba and Teo instead of Upa and Koundé. I think that's really fine. Nothing wrong with that, really. I've gone for Koundé just simply for the ball recoveries. I've gone for Upamecano for the ownership aspect. He's actually, and Koundé is also lower owned than Saliba, so I don't really mind that. Thank you so much, Miguel. Appreciate you. Thanks a lot for the Euro Cup content. Thank you, Justin. Appreciate you as well. Olmo captaincy, I think that's totally fine as well. Olmo actually, in terms of all the open play attackers, he probably has the best minutes, right? So Olmo definitely is probably the most interesting pick. The watch along today, yeah, fine, let's do it. 5 minutes, lock in, guys, absolutely. Cucurella, Guehi, I'd probably go Guehi still. I think he's just so good at ball recoveries. Guehi or Koundé, I'd probably go Guehi. Rodri or Olmo, I'd probably go Olmo, to be honest. Kane over Yamal, that's fine. As I said, Kane over Yamal is probably the safer pick, and as I said, Yamal is my differential. Surely Olmo risky for final if Spain get through. Why is that? I just don't think we'll see Pedri get risked, to be honest. And I'm not even sure if he can really play in the final, so I really think Olmo will play all the way until the end. Yazan, thank you so much, Doctor. Appreciate you. And thanks again, as always, for the support that you're giving the channel. So I really appreciate you as well. Any point saving wildcard for the final? I mean, look, if you think that the best, if you think, for example, your team right now is literally looking like a wildcard, or another flip side to this argument, if you wanted to, let's say, go all in on two certain teams, right? If right now we think that the two fixtures are close to 50-50. So that's why we're invested in multiple sort of teams. I think the most important thing to mention is that you have a chance here to, England already making excuses for when they lose. Fair. The ref thing with Jude. But yeah, sorry, going back to the point, right? So saving it for the final, if you have obviously the opportunity to go all in on two teams and your team's already sort of situated for that situation, then I guess you can just save the wild card for the final as a bit of a panic sort of insurance button. On the flip side, though, I think you have a chance to reset your team, probably get the best players within the semifinals. You have the chance to sort of roll the dice with all the benches. And it's very unlikely, I suppose, that you have the best team possible without, using a wild card. So it really comes down to how well is your team situated right now and, how to mess around with that. Looking at my team without bias, thoughts on Kane over Yamal and then Simons over Saka. I don't mind Kane over Yamal, but I definitely wouldn't go Simons over Saka. I just think that Simons is likely to be at an earlier substitution, potentially for the Dutch. Is Conte a bad pick? I think he is a little bit, because unfortunately Conte within this tournament, and I did this for my cheat sheet video, right? So let me tell you quickly. So Conte averages 4.0 ball recoveries per 90 minutes. And to give you context, Rodri 6.76, Rice 6.18, Fabian Ruiz 4.48, so actually better ball recoveries than Conte. And then in the sort of in the defensive position, Koundé 6.38, Upamecano 5.06, Saliba 5.44. So obviously Saliba and Upamecano also below that threshold of 6 where you need to get 2 points, but still very close within each other, obviously, as they're 2 ball recoveries apart anyways. But Conte actually, for a DM, has been pretty bad at ball recoveries in this tournament for whatever reason. Obviously he's gotten 2 man of the matches, so if you think that he can do it again, then he can do it again. But I'll also say Conte's probably played a lot of minutes in this tournament, and it's not like he's been that brilliant within the last few games. Locked in. Hopefully Olmo doesn't let you down. Awesome. Hey, Fran, would you prefer Hernandez plus Cuckoo or Upamecano plus Laporte? I'd probably go Upamecano. You know what? Actually, I'd probably go... Look, I think the safer pick is still Hernandez plus Cucurella. Why? Just because Hernandez is such a good offensive asset. I've just gone for Upamecano for a bit of risk within my own team, and I recognize that I'm taking a risk. Simons over Williams. I'd probably still go Williams if I'm honest. Navas captaincy. I mean, I think day one is a good opportunity to go for a crazy captaincy. So why not, guys? Lock in, please. 40 seconds to go. 40 seconds to go. Laporte or Olmo. Laporte, obviously, if you think defensive game. If you think Spain will smash, go for Olmo. What is the best option to captain if you don't have Yamal? I don't think Yamal's the best option. I think go with Mbappe or Olmo if you're kind of expecting both teams to score. Go with Laporte, Koundé if you're kind of thinking 0-0, and pick your favorite pick. And guys, I cannot wait to watch. Good luck, everyone. Thank you guys so much for watching the content. I'll see you guys in the finals if you're going and leaving me. But for now, we'll do a watch along. And if you guys want to stay here, we'll watch along. I'm pretty excited. I really, really want Spain to win. Desperate for it, actually. So let's see. And We have literally 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we're taking off here. Good luck, everyone. Best of luck. Okay, time to get stressed and watch Spain vs France. You know what? One sec. Let me get my headphones ready, and then I can rejoin the watch along. Good luck. Hopefully Spain 3-0-1. Absolutely hope so. Why am I not showing the match? Probably because I'm not the BBC and I don't have the the broadcasting rights for this game, and I don't really want to get cancelled, basically. So I'm gonna put my headphones on so I can listen to the commentary and enjoy my Spain cook, hopefully. Thank you, all of you guys, with some goal scoring for. Oh, yeah, why not? Rodri goal scoring. I don't mind that. Small question: can we change the formation after the first semifinal is over? Yeah, of course you can. I mean, once you do your substitutions, you'll be in a good spot to do so. I'm not the BBC. Absolutely not. Oof. All right, let's go. I'm so stressed already. Oh, Rodri, what are you doing, my man? That was awful, Upamecano. Thank you, my man. See, Upamecano is also playing for me, aka Spain. No, I'm just messing. Thanks, Fran. Let's go. Thank you, Deepak. Oh, God, Kukurea. I'm stressed. I'm gonna put my phone away so I don't get notifications. Because obviously, as you guys know, I'm always a little bit delayed. Such is life. What's my game time? 1:24, 25, 26, 27. It's always a little bit behind when I watch on the live stream, but obviously I'm at home. No one's gonna spoil it for me, so I tend to watch like big actions. You guys can spoil in the chat if you want to. I tend to watch big actions, and at a convenient time, I'll have a look at chat as much as possible. Brilliant, Yamal. Nice. I'm stressed, guys. Honestly, I'm so stressed. Oh. France already looking pretty awful so far. I'm just kidding. Oh. Which pitch is this? Is this the slippy pitch? The app is scuffed, still saying you can make transfers. Someone asked. Oh no, the game started in the app. Oh, Morata. All right, Mbappe versus Navas starts now. "16 years old. Please cook." Nice one, Mbappe. Good pass, buddy. Oh, Rabiot. Ooh, great from Conte there. Nice. I'm so stressed. Gosh. watching this game. I can tell already my heart's like pumping extremely slowly. 2 minutes past the deadline, you put Olmo in it. It worked? Oh my god. Okay. Wait, for real? I think that makes sense though, because I didn't really realize that the game didn't actually start on time. You know, like when it kind of like shows you all the players with 1 points and etc. etc. Interesting. One thing that's nice about Spain is you can kind of watch the game for like usually copious amounts of time where you're on the ball, so you're not that stressed. But then obviously it's like if we lose the ball, instant stress, right? Can teams hit us on the counter instantly? All right, Fabian. Ooh. Okay. That was so close. Oh. If Yamal doesn't score in this tournament, he can't beat Goulart's record. Yeah. Yeah. Ah, that was so close, guys. That was so close. Ah, I'm so sad. Yeah, I should have got a shot on target for sure. All right, Mbappe, what are you gonna do versus Yamal? Starting to pick some people's pockets. It's nice. Nice, Rodri. God, I just. Oof. Oh, that's an Upamecano ball recovery right there. I don't know why I'm counting it. That's the opposition. uh, oh no. Go on, Navas. I just love how everyone just thinks, okay, 38 years old, Mbappe will just cook. Is that necessarily how football works, per se? Not really, right? But obviously, that's the matchup. Oh wait, Mbappe has no mask. I just realized that. I didn't even clock that. So the no mask narratives are gone. Maybe he's. Look at the torn Pepe had. Yeah, I mean Pepe's honestly the beacon of like footballing brilliance when it comes to aging like a fine wine. Unfortunately, I as a Real Madrid fan, didn't didn't see him stay too long within our team because he wanted I think the 2 year contract, and we have like a not a real sort of I guess agreement in place, but generally speaking, for okay, that was a little bit dirty from Nacho, but not intentional, I suppose. Yeah, we have a sort of rule in place, really, where if you're 30 years old, you don't get anything more than a 1 year sort of annual contract renewal. All right, Mbappe, please relax, Mbappe. Oh, I'm depressed. Ah, that's so sad. Laporte. Oh. What a pass. What a pass, honestly. Damn, we actually conceded to France. Oh, fair enough. That's depressing. But we're still playing well, so come on, Spain. First match in the entire tournament, Captain Mbappe. Nah, that's fine. I mean, Mbappe is obviously one of the best players in the world, so you're always gonna have good expectations for him. We're still looking good, at least on the attacking side, and in terms of just general build-up play. So good tackle, to be honest. Foul, sorry, of course, but I mean, there's always an opportunity we could do Cucurella in, Grimaldo in, as in Cucurella right back and then Grimaldo left back. It was a terrible challenge, but it had to be done. How much ownership is Mbappe on? Let me actually refresh the page. I wonder if it shows it. No, it's still kind of bugged, isn't it? Maybe a little bit. Yeah, France scored. France definitely scored an open play. Sadly, that is, for me at least. And now Mbappe will probably take a free kick too. Even more depression. Pretty smart from Lamine, yeah. Yes! Woo! Let's go! Let's go! Woo! That is so good. Let's go! Lamine! Yamal! Woo! 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 My goat. My goat right there. Let's go! Oh, let's go! Let's fucking go! Sorry for the swearing. I'm so sorry, but this is Spain. This is Spain. This is Spain. This is Spain. Let's go. I love that. I love that. Let's go. Come on, Yamal. Whew. Come on, guys. This is what fantasy football is about. And in my opinion, Spanish football. So let's go. Youngest goal scorer in European history. Let's go. Come on, Lamine. Incredible player. Incredible player. Incredible player. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. What a goal, Lamine. I love it. Nice French clean sheet. Locked in. Whew. Come on, Rodri. Yes! Let's go! Woo! Woo! Oh, Tiggy! Amazing! Amazing. Thank you so much for the memberships. Oh my god, thank you so much. And I appreciate it. Shout out to everyone who got those memberships. These are a lot of people who've actually been watching the watch along stream, so I'm so happy that some of you guys got it. Thank you, Tiggy, once again for supporting the channel. I'm out of breath. I'm out of breath. Oh, let's go. I'm so happy. I just what a start. What a comeback. Let's go. There we go. That's your French defense. Take that. We won 3. We won 4. And 5. That's the 6 Spanish attack. It's cooking right now. Maybe I should have gone Morata. I would have got one of the assists, right? Who got the assist for the Olmo one? It's technically a Koundé own goal, right? Is it a Koundé own goal? Oh my, it's an own goal, I think. On the website. -2. Let's go. Well done, Koundé. Yamal, they would break him? Yeah. They really put him under some serious pressure considering this is his first goal of the tournament. So you have to hand it to France. You have to hand it to them. I don't do you guys think that's an actual own goal? I thought that was a clear goal. He does get the assist. He definitely will get the assist 100%. That's not a doubt. But the question of whether he gets the goal or not is that's a separate question. Oh, I'm so happy, guys. You have no idea, really. Like, there's nothing better than things like this. Coming down, putting pressure. Is that an own goal? That's not an own goal. That's not an own goal. That's not an own goal. You have no idea how happy I am. I think Olmo will get the goal, 100%. Come on, Nacho. All right, let's calm down a little bit and let's get back to work, my friends. My friends, my family, my my live chat streamers and viewers, and congratulations to actually all the members. I didn't actually count them all yet. Nico Williams. Ooh, close. So sorry, the memberships that were given: Beardy J, Abdul, Bacon, Bacon Buddy, and obviously Tiggy. Thank you so much once again for the memberships. The Rational Biohacker and others who have supported the channel. Connor, who've been very prevalent and present throughout the Euro streams. Thank you and congrats to your memberships. And yeah, once again, thank you so much, Tiggy. Really appreciate it. And I'm so happy you have Yamal as well. Not an own goal. There's absolutely not. When do you think they'll correct that own goal? It's still an own goal, but apparently some people just don't have eyes. Yeah, it was Tiggy. So thanks, Tiggy. What do I think of Yamal? I mean, I think he's my captain. And as I said, I think he's the greatest 16-year-old talent I've ever seen. And I've seen Rudy play, so. Nice one, Teo Hernandez. Well done. Is that a ball recovery from? Kunde really let you down? Ah, well, you can still get another captaincy choice. come on, Yamal, you're so brilliant. You are so like his decision making when he gets into attacking positions. It's always impressive, and the ball always to feet. When you watch some of the best players in the world, like Dembele, who are amazing at dribbling and things like that, the biggest difference that I can say with Lamine Yamal is he has such a great appreciation for where to pass to make sure that the player receiving the ball isn't under pressure or can genuinely make something out of that chance. Like for example, the first time almost shot in the previous match, but just in general, every time he finds the right option, someone in space, someone coming in time with without having to like scoop back and get the ball and drag it back and take a shot. It's always progressive and direct. And yeah, I love Yamal. Mi capitan. Sorry, guys. I don't know. I'm just too excited, obviously, but I'm just happy. Come on, Lamine. Oh, okay. Well, that's one little bad action from Lamine, but we'll take it. Hope almost goal has changed. Absolutely, I hope so too. It really should be changed. I really don't understand how it's. I mean, maybe I didn't see the shot in the correct angle. Which team from Spain? Real Madrid. My dad, my entire Spanish side of the family are all based in Madrid. They're all Madridistas, and yeah, I'm a huge Madrid fan, obviously. It clearly goes off Kunde. Oh, okay, my bad then. Why are Navas' legs so yellow? I'm so lost. I need to have a look at his legs, I guess, because I haven't been looking at his legs. Sofa score shows the shot angle. Okay. Wish Kane scores one tomorrow to make me feel better for not picking Yamal today. Yeah, I mean, as I said, Yamal was the risk that I wanted to take, and it was very close, right? Al Madrid, absolutely, yeah. But look, I'm Spanish at the end of the day. I don't mind, you know, I'm happy with this selection. I'm so proud of Yamal. Like once again, one of the greatest Spanish talent I've seen at this age. So I just hope he gets a full career. I hope Pedri comes back to his best. I hope Gavi comes back to his best, and we do it all again in the World Cup, no matter what happens tonight, and no matter what happens if we make it to the final. If we do. But yeah, I'm so proud. Like these are such brilliant young players, and hopefully Rodri will still be ready for us in the future. And you have some warriors here, some experienced players that people have been slandering Luis de la Fuente for going for experience. And I think sometimes you need experience, and you can trust it. Mbappe this Yamal that I got now was so happy. Nice. Kukurea is constantly being booed, which is, I mean, I get it. You're in the home country, and like the German fans have to find an excuse, right? So, and this is a fair excuse. So I get it. Olmo has been incredible, by the way. Absolutely incredible. What a gem of a player. And to be honest, okay, Nico, please, some magic. To Lamine, perfect. Lamine, again. Can you do it again? Otra vez. Man, if we got another goal, you guys would see me go. You guys would see me go. You guys would see me go crazy. Yep, that's an Olmo goal. It's been changed. Very nice. Wait, did Olmo get the assist for the first goal? Or am I crazy? Did Olmo get the assist for the first goal? I can't even remember. I just remembered the goal. I'm so confused. I thought Morata got the assist. Oh, he did get the assist? I thought Morata got the assist. On the app, it's showing a Dani Olmo with the 1 goal, 1 assist. Yeah, yeah. The website changed it, because they were fixing the Olmo goal, right? So I think for at one point I took a screenshot and he had 1 goal, 1 assist, which is hilarious. Um, yeah, they changed it. Yeah, I was so confused, so confused. Honestly, this Spanish team, like, it's. I think I've been spoiled, obviously, as a kid watching Spain win so many titles, but it's so good to be back. And what a beautiful kit we have. Ooh, unlucky with Kukurea there. Look at Morata defending so deep for us. Nice, Morata. Nice, Morata. Morata, our defender right now. #1 defender for Spain. Nice. Good one, Laporte. Fabian has just been incredible this tournament. Just incredible. I don't even really know how to explain it. Like, Fabian for me was a bit of a slow player in terms of, time on the ball, how fast he is to move. All right, let me see this angle. Honestly, it's hard to say. It's hard to say. For me, from some of the angles that I've seen, it looks like an own goal. Some of them, it looks like a goal. And obviously, that's just depth of, like, it's just your point of view and depth of perception. So, I mean, if they corrected it, it must mean that there was enough doubt for it to be a goal, because I think they're usually not too stingy, if that makes sense. I hope that does make sense anyways. Right, outfield ball to, I mean, nice from Teo. Oof. It's actually just so crazy how good Lamine is. Like, every pass is 2 feet. He makes virtually no mistakes for an attacker. and it's generally ridiculous. We just play such appetizing football. I just hope we can keep the clean sheet versus France. We don't have the second half sort of simulation versus Germany. That we can apply the pressure. It's going to be very tough. We have kids, but I hope this team can push it over to the line, to the end of the line rather. And yeah, that's it. So happy with this the comeback in this half. So happy. By the way, I believe there's some people in the chat talking about talk about France. I'll get my words in before we concede in the second half, but oof, Nacho, that's not very good. Danny Olmo's Cole Palmer with a good haircut. Hey, that's that might be right. Fran, if Spain gets through, do you have a preference who you'd like to play? Nah, I don't really care. Give us everyone. Guys, can I be honest? Do you think Lamine Yamal has a good chance to get man of the match? Will I finally get a captaincy with man of the match? Other than other than Spain, favorite team to watch this tournament? Maybe. Honestly, I still think Germany, maybe, or Austria. Those two teams. Oh, Georgia was actually a great team. You're right. I think Turkey by the end of the tournament, I got to put my hand up to them. They were look, they were very poor versus Portugal, and also even defending versus Georgia. But for the most part, Turkey Switzerland were good as well. Sorry, yeah, Switzerland were good for sure. Yeah, I think honestly, as much as we like to criticize as much of the bad football that's been played this tournament, there's been good football played too. Yeah, Switzerland were good for sure. I'm so happy for Yamal, honestly. Incredible. Incredible. And that standing half of football comes to the end. Absolutely. Yeah, I think Turkey by the end, they actually seemed to play better as the tournament went on, which is obviously a credit to them because I actually, in my opinion, I think I underrated Turkey. But at the same time, also they scored, chances from set pieces, which you have to say are not. I mean, how often can you score 3 set pieces in a row? That sort of thing, right? It's not exactly the most consistent way of winning in football. Obviously, some teams are better at set pieces than others. When you look at the Premier League, Everton's a good example of a very good set piece team, and it's reproducible to an extent. But you can't always, for example, guarantee set piece goals in every game of football. That's too much, and that's too ridiculous. But for the most part, I think another element of football too that we've noticed in recent years is, for example, like remember when Liverpool hired a set piece, a throw-in coach when you started to see teams do more intricate corner routines. People are trying to maximize every single opportunity in football to score a goal. And obviously the result of that is that, if based on profiles, for example, you might be a better set piece team based on, how you're sort of training certain actions, whether you have someone who is actually amazing at delivering the ball, like Arda Güler, right? He has a wand of a left foot. So his set piece sort of actions, his ability to cross the ball in, immense. So that makes a huge difference as well in football, and that's nice to see. Youngest player in goal scorer at the Euros, youngest player and a sister as well, by the way. Youngest player in goal scorer for Barcelona, youngest goal scorer in La Liga. Yep. Honestly, Lamine Yamal is a legend in the making. I'm a Real Madrid fan, and I have no worries in the world saying that he's the greatest 16-year-old I've ever seen, and the greatest Spanish talent I've ever seen as well. Lamine Yamal is just incredible, and I'm so happy for him. I'm streaming, babe. I am streaming. Do you want to come join the stream? All right, my wife is there. She doesn't believe I'm streaming. So, um, how old is Endrick? I think he's 17 now, right? Yeah, just turned. Well, he's about to turn 18 soon. But he could become even the first. Good point. The first 17-year-old, I guess. Yeah, my last game is 16-year-old. It's not bad, right? Not bad signing off your 16-year-old life, um, and saying hi to your 17-year-old life with a goal versus France in the semifinals of one of the most important football tournaments in the world. Madrid got the U18 Galacticos. You mean like what the people that were buying? By the way, if you guys have done your, if I don't know if you've done your immaculate footy today, but if you guys like English football, you're better at it than me. So if you enjoy a little bit of immaculate footy, give this a go. Definitely a fun little game to pass the sort of little break time here. He completely destroyed Chouameni there. Oh, that's disgusting. That's disgusting. You know what would be more disgusting if he joins Man City after this? Can't wait for the second half to begin. I'm actually starting to get pretty tired, not gonna lie. Because obviously, I think Dani Olmo was rumored to be interested in Dani Olmo. Yeah. English pundits absolutely glazing him out right now. Yeah, that's facts. Almost natural position is a 10. I mean, he's also sort of a little bit of a hybrid winger, but he's more of an inside forward, right? Um, I hope Spain will win. Yeah, what a half. Thanks. Why? 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 What am I playing with that mouse movement? I think responding to people on Twitter, if that's a game. um, wish you best luck for more subscribers. Oh, thank you so much, my friend. Oh, you've got one more captain? That's wonderful. Well done. Should we actually do one bingo? Should we do let's do one game of bingo, why not? Do you guys want to do let's do a bingo. I haven't done bingo in a while, guys. Missed it for sure. Let's do one bingo before we get back into some live action. Oh no, the game's starting. All right, let me try rush it. See if we can. Thank you to the other four you in here. See if we can rush this game. Jules Condé. For Mirren. Oh god, I think I already messed up. I'm so high. Oh god, I already missed the Leicester player as well. I'm way too tired to do this. Uh, okay, I'm so sorry. I have to switch back. I have to switch back to the football. I'm so sorry. That's my bad. I missed that. But I congratulate all the people who will eventually beat me, which is thoroughly deserved. Ugh, not a great start, but let's get back to action, my friends. Oof. Nice, Rodri. Ooh, beautiful pass from Morata. Ooh, is that too much for Nico? Ooh, ooh, oh, that was so close. Wow, 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 wow. Oof. Oof. That was so close. Nice, Unai. Good hands, my friend. Good hands. Stress, stress. A bit of a cheeky foul from Saliba. A bit of a cheeky foul there. Why not give Saliba yellow, ref? Why not? Nice, nice, Yamal. It's just brilliant, honestly. We're so comfortable on the ball. Like I can't explain how happy that makes me feel just watching us play sometimes. Is that too much from Laporte? No. Oh, look at Kante. Morata's been pressing crazily for us. So if you know Oyarzabal's gonna come on, he needs to press like exactly the same, like this much intensity because it's been absolutely necessary for us. You know what we've seen so far from Morata. And in fact, I don't know. I mean, the way things are going, maybe we need to keep Morata if he can somehow keep this energy up. But I think it's gonna be tough. I just don't want our energy to drop basically if we like pull in subs and things like that. Ooh, great pass from Yamal again. Kunde to Nico. Pass to Cucurella. Nice. Great. Ooh. Come on, fast first time. Close. Well done, Morata. Good press. And great run. What a fizzed pass. So close from Kukurea. Could have been better, obviously, but... It's unlucky. Oh, is that a throw-in for us? You know what's going to be scary? I guess Griezmann, that substitution, that could be pretty big for France. Pretty big lift as well. Just in general, such a key player, at least historically. Been pretty muted for France, to be honest. Griezmann has been this tournament, and I still understand the benching, yeah, because really just zero production from him. He's looked tired. Great pass from Laporte. Nico keeps it. Ah, Koundé's done well. He's done well today. But I think that the thing with these dribblers as well, it's about how many times you can go and go and go and go and go, and it's that one time. As long as you can slip through that one time, if you're daring enough, that makes a huge difference. Okay, Kante is literally outpacing the entire Spanish team, and then got nice Rodri. Is that out? Fine. Oof. Rodri with one ball recovered so far. I don't care because I don't care. Why not? Oof. Mbappe looks scary. Great touch from Kolo. Oh, that's Dembele. Sorry, my bad. Yep, and Dembele was 0 end product, which is nice to see as a Spaniard. But obviously, he can still do something miraculous, because when you look at the skill that Dembele has, poof. You're interested. What do you think has been the biggest driver for Spain resurgence? I think manager understanding how to play modern football for sure. I have to be honest. Oh God, Koundé, good ball recovery. Oof. Not good enough. Not good enough. I think first of all, the rise of two very dribbly players, right? If you see sort of modern football now, a lot of the elite teams have, one bare minimum or two elite dribblers, right? Constantly being able to hold the pitch wide, stretch it, take defenders on, and sort of force 1-on-2s. And then I also think, of course, the rise of Rodri as a world-class player, which already happened, I think, by the time the World Cup was around. But the big difference, I would say, too, is if you look at, for example, Fabian. I don't think I've ever seen Fabian play this well in my life. I know he was very good at Napoli at one point, but for PSG, he's been pretty quiet, to be fair, so far within his career. I don't think even watching the Champions League matches that I watched in PSG, was he ever this dominant on the ball, really, and that much of a technician. The retention. Oh my God, Laporte. Incredible. Please make something of it. Please make something of it. Please make something of it. Okay, okay. Not the best pass from Yamal. Not the best pass from Yamal. Ooh, can we press rock? I hope this isn't too scary for France. Oof. Scary stuff. Great. Nice, Yamal. Yamal defending for us is brilliant. The fact that he keeps the ball there, I mean, it's incredible. Just like the smarts. Your GF got Spain in sweepstakes and she had absolutely no chance. For whatever reason, you completely underestimated. Yeah, I mean, we've played incredible football. I think if you look at, for example, some of the different tactical structures we've implemented in the past, for example, in the World Cup, we were using Pedri as a DM, which is ridiculous. It was awful. 4-2-3-1, I don't think is something necessarily we played in the past. We were always sort of playing 4-3-3, a little bit more defensive, and no one really in the pockets. And so, both Pedri and Olmo have operated really well. Obviously, Olmo has been much more productive in terms of goals and assists. But even if you look at, for example, some of the chances, Pedri actually had some really good chances, even in some of those opening games. But of course, you can argue that as a center mid, for the most part within club career, I guess he's not someone who's that decisive in the box. But yeah. Great from Fabian there. Nice. But yeah, like Fabian has been a huge unlock. It's too much there, I think. Oh, Nico. Oof. That's tough though. Nico's been running a lot. Put a lot of effort into that one. Oh god, that's a great pass, Mbappe. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. Okay, thank god. Ooh, I think we have to play Grimaldo, potentially. Oh, we're gonna play Donny Vivian. Oh my. Okay, that's a pretty big change for us. Oh, we might play Nacho right back, actually. We might play Nacho right back. Unfortunate Navas. Maybe that was the plan all along, though. I mean, how many minutes can you deal with Mbappe? Do you know what I mean? Like, I think it's nice that he's been proactive about it as well. Oh, is he crying? Oh, I'm sorry. Hope Navas is fine. Brilliant. I hope we can do it for him. Come on. Thank you, Navas. Okay, is Mbappe? He's interested. Mbappe's interested. What are we doing here? Yeah, we're doing Nacho right back, I think. What's going on? Is someone on the field? Intruder? Okay. It's just so silly when that happens. Well, we just have the silliest break in play. Navas got subbed off, so you got to focus on Yamal now. I get you. Kukurea gives a lot of space sometimes. I mean, 100%. I think Kukurea is so much better at left back, right? But I've got to be honest to you. Like, look, if we had Jordi Alba back in his prime, which it wasn't necessarily the case in the World Cup, but he was still our best player, to be honest. Jordi Alba, that is. But yeah. So I don't think left back necessarily has been a weak position for Spain. But yeah, I think the balance of multiple things has really helped. And honestly, players developing. But yeah, like Lamine and for example, Nico was nowhere this level, right? 2 years ago. So, I mean, that's a gigantic change or difference maker, rather. So Donny almost should have a clean sheet point, right? Right now. Oh, wait, no, of course not. What am I talking about? We lost likely. Oof. Okay. I cheered the nice Rodri. Rodri's ability to like take one touch and then pass it to the person who's not under pressure is just incredible. Like how that was really bad from Kukurea. Really bad from Kukurea. Oof. Great from Unai. Amazing. Well done, Unai. Oof. Nice touch, Morata. Well done, Morata. That's a foul. That's a yellow, right? Right? Fine. Yeah, I thought that was a card for sure. That was way too aggressive. Oh, that's a scissor tackle and a half. When do you guys think we'll see Griezmann potentially? I mean, it's possible we might actually see Thuram maybe over Griezmann. That was great from Simon. Good hands from Simon. I don't love his feet, but I love his hands. All right. That's taken out of context. That's not a great quote. Nice, Kukurea. Brilliant. Is that a corner? Oh, right. He doesn't even touch it. Camavinga, Barcola, and Griezmann. Okay. Probably the fastest the French have done substitutions. Who's coming off as well, though? Kante as well. Wow. Okay, that's a big difference. But yeah, as I said, I mean, wow, Kante with low minutes. Yeah, I didn't really like Kante as an option, unfortunately. But I'm surprised he's off this early. And Colo off as well. Wow, okay. Fair enough. I just hope that we can keep our team and, we can stay relatively under pressure. And hopefully they don't score from this set piece here. Otherwise, I'm going to have to cry a little bit. The changes look scary. Yeah. The only thing I'll say, though, is that France technically don't have a center forward threat, if that makes sense. Like, whenever I've seen Barcola, Griezmann, let's say Mbappe, no one really likes to take a center forward type position. So what tends to happen, I think, is Barcola sort of goes a little central because Mbappe loves to take the ball from the left. If Upamecano scored, I would actually get upset. I'd probably have to sell him, rage sell him. So yeah, I'm pretty glad that he didn't. Ooh. Nice try from Laporte. But I still think we should try and play out the back, if possible. One of those classic Upamecano mistakes. I love Upamecano mistakes only because I'm Spanish. Getting stressed again because I feel like we're losing a little bit of control in this game. So I don't know whether we will do substitution soon as well, just to try and match the amount of pressure that feels like we've lost. What is Morata doing? Can you move? What was that? Oh my god. I don't know what that was about. Well, Fabian, nice try. Brilliant, Fabian. Like, this is what I'm trying to say. So Fabian, in the past, I've never seen him try to take on two people. Like, and he's done it multiple times. If the skill move versus Germany, good example. I think Morata's tiring. Honestly, I think he's tired. He looks tired anyway, so maybe a sub for him is coming. But we'll see. Laporte. Oh, Morata had that pass to Yamal there. Yeah, I don't know. I think he's going to be our next substitution, but I wonder when we'll do it. For me, it makes no sense to take off the other players right now. Ah, such a bad touch from Nacho. Such a bad touch. Oh, and they've released Mbappe. Oh my god. That was really poor though, the touch from Nacho. You have to get that right. You're in space. Still feeling so stressed. I'm gonna be so sweaty. Need a shower after this, and hopefully we win. Otherwise, it's gonna be a sad shower. Uh, why is Kukurea getting whistled? Because he touched the ball with his hand from that Wirtz shot in the Germany game, and so the German fans are booing him. The changes look scary. Favorite man of match here? I think definitely so far Yamal for sure. 100% it's Yamal so far. But it's close. It's really close between the two. I mean, the commentary are saying that Yamal has been quiet, but the reality is we haven't played. Honestly, I think the loss in someone who's a little bit more comfortable on a flank position, like in a fullback position, has also impacted Yamal, if you know what I mean. So I think one of the biggest things in football nowadays too is like, as long as you have like a comfortable partnership, between the fullback and the winger, you have such a big difference maker there. So for example, if you look at Arsenal, right, like the White Saka partnership, and then obviously having the interplay with Odegaard, that's huge. Having Nacho a little bit more uncomfortable on the ball, that just means that if he doesn't take the ball well, if he doesn't pass in time to Yamal, then Yamal has less opportunities to do things. So that's a little bit annoying, but we have to manage. Great pass from Fabian though, brilliant, and he's just absolutely released Rodri there. Right, Yamal, I'm gonna need you to do another cook session here. See, like this is such a brilliant pass from Yamal, but then it's, I guess, the decision making as well after that. Oof. I hope we just don't make any mistakes with the feet now. Just don't give them an easy goal. Make them work for it. Nice from Yamal, nice from Nacho. Oh. Nice. But that's a foul. Thank you, ref. That's not a slip. Well, he still collides with his feet, right? Yeah, there's follow through there. But Morata works so hard for us in defense, yeah. Oh, please boot it out. Please, when I boot it out. Just. Okay, fine. That was actually better than I expected. Nacho, please play with a little bit of intensity. My God. Oh, stressed. Hopefully, only 20 minutes more to go with this. Yep, we're doing substitutions. Please pass to Kukurea. Thank you. Well done. Well done. Well done. Okay. Oh. Nice from Koundé. Laporte gets the ball. Okay, he doesn't. Okay, fine. Are we trying to do substitute? Can we play with a little bit more tempo, please? I'm worried. We're playing so much slower right now. And we're doing long balls, which I really don't like because we're the shortest team in... I don't know. I just don't see why Laporte had to do that. Well, why is Laporte doing that pass? It's so lazy. It's so lazy. Nice from Morata. Yes, let's go, Morata. Well done. No, but you cannot waste the ball like that, Laporte. You just cannot. It's just so lazy. At least keep the ball. Okay, we might do Yamal for Marino. I'm not sure, to be honest. I don't know what the substitutions. We might do Yamal for Marino, I think, again. Oh my god. Nice, Morata. But we need to step up because we're losing control. I wonder if we drop Olmo, maybe go 4-3-3, like a little bit more balanced in the midfield, I suppose, in terms of control, because yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Probably a Lamine Yamal sub, to be honest. I'm behind, so obviously you guys will find out sooner than me. Um, yeah. Are we doing subs? Nope. Oh god, oh god, oh god, Mbappe. Thank you, Kukurea. Kukurea's just been so fast at sort of getting that second, like just pressing someone on their second touch. He's just been incredible at that. But yeah, we need those subs quick and we need them fast. Oh, I'm scared. I am scared. Nice. Well done. Well done, Vivian. You know, Vivian's so good in training, taking shots on goal. I know this sounds crazy, but I've been watching the training footage from Spain and he's amazing at taking shots. I don't know. Random fun fact. Okay, good. We have the ball, please. Let's do something. Let's do something. Two wingers in space. Be a bit active. Okay, we're way too slow. Way too lethargic. And again, just another brilliant pass from Yamal, and he just takes the pressure out of that situation. But I think Nico Williams might be our substitution. I'm not sure. Oh, Yamal's looking tired too, though, unfortunately. I don't know. Maybe it's a Yamal sub. It looks like it. Maybe he can do one last action. I mean, there are so many spaces to attack, but we have been very slow on the ball. If I see another Laporte long ball, I will cry. All right, nice, Rodri. Well done. Unfortunately, both our wingers are still on the right flank. Pass to Olmo, nice. Switch to Yamal. Ah, fine. Maybe I'm being a bit too ambitious, but I really need that third goal. Otherwise, this is a stressful watch. Okay, we're doing a long ball. No. You need an Mbappe goal. Is Fran coming on? I didn't see Fran. I thought it was... Actually, he might be the third person. Maybe we're doing full subs. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. Griezmann. What are you doing? What are you doing, Laporte, my friend? Please calm down with that. Or is that Fabian? Okay. Okay, we need the subs. Just get the subs on. This is... Was that Fabian? Probably... Oh, it was. Yeah, sorry, my bad. Oh, that was lazy. I wonder what our subs are. We might go Fabian off as well, to be fair. Maybe just keep the formation. Who's coming off? Let's see. Hopefully not Yamal, but I'll enjoy an outside-the-box goal. Okay, Olmo off. Exactly what I called. Yep. Morata, Olmo off. Oyarzabal and Marino, I guess. Yeah, so Olmo off to get a bounce 4-3-3. It makes sense. Nice. I think it makes sense because I think the mistake versus Germany was sort of, you know, taking out our width, taking out the people who can retain the ball. So now Ferran is definitely not our main substitute unless he's going to replace a right winger. So whenever you see Marino, unless we're trying to defend in a sort of different shape, the like for like sub for Marino is technically our 10 because we would, as I said, just play a bit more defensive within a... Because a 4-2-3-1 is, you know, it's just an offensive 4-3-3, right? If we're being honest. And now we're kind of just going to play a flat 4-3-3, but I don't know. Hopefully this decision doesn't sort of ruin us, but hey, I'll take it. All right, guys. What are you... Unai Simon, you're giving me so much stress, man. You're giving me so much stress. Please, please, please. Please stop giving me so much stress. I don't know. When the ball's at his feet, I lose my mind a little bit because it's just you're not under pressure and you're making a huge mistake there. Genuinely, it happens way too much. Okay. And it's nice to have Marino as well in the center of the park because obviously, you know, he can win his headers and he does that. Ooh. Opa. Nice from Griezmann. And he's just... That was so good from Griezmann. But yeah, we just need our center forward to defend as part of the team. Oh my God, Barcola's just done amazing there. Please, no. Okay, nice one. That was nice, Mbappe. Well done. Thank you, Mbappe. Thank you, Mbappe. Everyone, we need to thank Mbappe for that one. Good choice. Giroud for Dembele. So who are they going to put on the right wing? Maybe they'll put Barcola right wing? Almost? Or I guess they'll play Griezmann right wing? They just said that they're going 4-4-2. So... My heart is in my hand right now. In my mouth, rather. Nice, Yamal. Nice. Why don't you allow play on? Ah, fine. I guess it's a better position for us. We get to advance the ball. Brilliant from Yamal there, you see? Like, that cross-field ball to take the pressure off your team. It can obviously be so bad as well when it goes poorly, but, you know, I'll take that. 11 more minutes of stress, hopefully. Barcola playing out of his skin. Have I missed something? Oh, not great from Yamal. Oh, God. Oh, God. What's Barcola doing? Oh, my God. He's just so fast. I mean, the reality is, look, we didn't have right backs, right? So you have a 38 right back, 38-year-old right back. To be honest, Nacho still got there, so credit to him. Credit to him. It's nice that we have Marino now. At least he's another sort of defensive presence against Giroud. If Giroud scores, I might cry. Oh. Does he just pass to Mbappe? Oh, nice. Great pass to Koundé. Griezmann just got across it. That was terrible from Griezmann. Oof. Release the Williams. Release the Williams. What are you doing, Rodri? No, you have to. You have to go for that pass. That's the type of pass that we would have done if we were 1-1, right? If we were 1-0 or 0-0 or 0-1 down, but yeah, all right. I need to stop complaining so much. We just need to defend as hard as we can. Pass to Rodri. Thank you. Carry the ball, Rodri, please. Please, Rodri. Thank you. Pass back to Rodri. Switch it. Marino's in space. Nice. Okay, Yamal's... What is Yamal doing? He's dropped off way too much there. Oh. Wow. If he did it again, I don't know what I was going to do. All right, come on, let's go. I guess there was too much pace on the ball a little bit. Oof. Brilliant curl, though. But yeah, Yamal, Marino's complaining about it as well. He's complaining that Yamal wasn't in an advanced enough position because he could have taken it in a much more progressive position if he just moved a bit more. Oof. And Giroud on the... Can we not lose to Giroud in the counter, please, in 2024? Thank you. Laporte, stop complaining. Let's just keep playing. Just keep playing. Keep playing. Oof. How many ball recoveries is that for Laporte? Okay, just the 3. So we're not getting... No ball recoveries for any of my defenders today. Upamecano's on 6. Oh, Upamecano's on 6. That was a good choice. Koundé's on 5. Maybe Saliba's probably on more. Let me see how much Saliba's on. Mr. Saliba. Oh god. Nice. Saliba has only 2 ball recoveries this game? Interesting. Nice. Another broken nose? Is it? Nah, okay, I don't think that was nearly as bad. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, Mbappe literally jumped down onto someone. If Yamal scores again, my full is dead because everyone in your league has him. I say FP. He hasn't got one in the second half, which I refuse to believe. I swear, just in the first half alone, Saliba has got more. But to be honest, if you think about it, the football has not been played at all in Yamal's flank this half for whatever reason. We haven't been able to play, and I think part of that, of course, as I said, is not having a natural fullback there. You know, someone who's a little bit more comfortable in taking the ball in those sort of spaces. But yeah, that Yamal goal is just, it's incredible. And that Olmo goal, also incredible. 2 great touches consecutively. You love to see that. And Yamal, brilliant. Seven minutes. What is... Okay, almost just on the sideline. He's just... I'm stressed. Starting to sweat. Is Laporte still down? No way. Does he actually have a broken nose? Oh my god. No way. Please do not tell me he has a broken nose. Why didn't Spain call Lucas Vasquez? Honestly, I think maybe we haven't really... To be honest, we should have called Pedro Porro, right? Would have so much more points if they counted. I mean, ball recoveries are just such a mess. The problem is everyone counts ball recoveries differently, right? So you're always going to deal with different situations. I'm going to eat some dinner as well. Which my lovely wife prepared for me. But yeah. You never know. Like, I've been counting ball recoveries in multiple games, and I feel like he was bleeding. Okay, fair. Might not be broken, hopefully, but I guess... Probably looked away for a second. Okay, I don't even think we have substitutions for Laporte, guys. I don't even know who we have. Let me have a look. I think Laporte has to play on somehow. Spain FC. I don't really know who we have. We could play Zubimendi maybe. He's our DM. We could play Rodri. We could play Rodri center back and then play Zubimendi potentially, but that would be so crazy in my opinion. Hopefully we don't have to do that. Mbappe has a mask he can borrow. Terrible from my Simon. Okay. Okay. Oh my god, Barcola. Oh god. Oh god. Oh, thank god, Mbappe. Thank god. Mbappe. Someone said, oh my god, in the chat before I flicked back into the game. And I literally almost lost my mind because I thought that was going to be a goal. But we did play Rodri in the last Euros. We played Rodri center back because we still had Busquets at the time. Busquets wasn't retired from the national team, and I still think that Busquets was still technically playing very, very good football for one of his last seasons for Barcelona. And we played Busquets center defensive mid, and we played Rodri next to Laporte in the Euros, and we played really well in the Euros, in my opinion. But if you remember that tournament, Oyarzabal had plenty of chances versus Italy in the semifinals, and he completely wasted every single one of them. I don't really blame him necessarily, but I got upset. That's definitely exactly what happened. But yeah, we just need to hold on just for 4 or 5 minutes. And I'm absolutely sweating. Please, my friends. Oh god, Nico, please put a shift in. Nice, Laporte. Cucurella out of pressure. Nice. Well done, team. Good outlet pass. Nah, it's not really that good. Oh, well done from Marino. Oyarzabal. Play on, Oyarzabal. Play on. How? That's a foul on Camavinga? I don't understand, ref. I don't understand. We're going to eat a little bit on stream, so... we're going to crop my face. Okay, that's... None of this is cropping my... This is cropping my face, so... We'll eat a bit. You can see my eyes. and I'll try and eat my way through this last 4 or 5 minutes of football, whatever it is. Please, if I have to deal with another last-minute goal, I think I'll lose my mind. Terrible cross from Upamecano. Thank you, Upamecano, for that. What are you doing with that back heel? Please, well done, Rodri. Send that ball, Rodri, please, for the love of God. I know you have that pass, Rodri. I know you have that pass. Why are you doing that? Well done. Fabian, please, can you pass progressively? Oh my god. I'm losing my mind. I'm losing my mind. Please. Wow, that was a great dive from Cucurella. That's a dive, right? Is that a yellow? I don't know. It feels a little divey to me. Please. I need one more screamer. Nico? Nico again? Rodri? Rodri, please. Rodri, please. I love you to death, Rodri, but please. We need some aggressive actions to win this. Well done, well done. Okay, maybe we have to do double corner flag routine with the wingers and just hold the ball. Hold the ball between the two wingers. Do whatever you can. Stack the corner. Please. Take it faster, Nico. Don't get a yellow card. Nico, don't get a yellow card, please. No. What are you doing, Fabian? What are you doing, Fabian? Yes, Laporte. Yes. That's not a foul. Is that a foul? Sorry, yeah, fine. My bad. All right, that's -2 points for me. Please, France. Please, France. Well done. Well done, Upamecano. Well done. Thank you. 5 minutes? 5 minutes? I have to watch this for 5 minutes? Please, I do not want to do this. Yeah, you're right. Yamal manhandled him. What happened there? Okay. 2 substitutions. Zubimendi, as I said. I think we're going to do Fran for Lamine. Maybe. I don't know. I'm not sure, to be honest. I'm under so much stress. Please, just Yamin. What about another goal, Yamin? It's never too late. Great pass. Great take from Marino. Great pass. And Nico, does he do something? Okay. Great pass to Rodri. Ooh. Nice try. Oh, God. Nice. Marino. Oh, Rodri, sorry. Oh, sorry. I'm just losing my mind here. Nice, Nice, Yamal. Nice. Oof. Brilliant from Yamal. I mean, he's literally taken on 3 people right there, and he wins the duel. They always show the sad children. Sorry. Can I admit something? I enjoy watching the sad children. If I'm winning, of course. If I'm the sad child, I don't know how I feel about that. Yamal Williams off. This is all in from us. This is all in. Please defend. My friends, I need you to defend. We've done so many substitutions. I think they're just going to go extra time now. Surely. Oh, well done, Rodri. Well done, Rodri. Rodri actually feels like he's gotten a lot of ball recoveries in the last few minutes, right? Oh my God. Somehow Rodri... Oh, wait, no. That was last match day. I don't know why I'm... Well done from Arzabal. Nice. Oh, what a touch. Pass. Nice. Well done. Okay, let's not do Olays. This is not funny. I need us to hold. Hold. Terrible pass. Terrible pass from Unai Simon. Terrible from Koundé. Okay, we have the ball. Where's Saba? You have to keep that. He's gonna get a yellow for that, right? Oh no. Okay. I can't do it. If they score another goal, I'm telling you right now, I'm gonna turn the stream off. I'm gonna turn the stream off if they do it. If they get that last minute goal, I'm actually going to cry. Nice one, Griezmann. What do you complain about, my friend? Sorry, am I biased? Am I biased? Oh, I think I'm biased. I'm sorry, God. Oh, it's the right decision, apparently. Jermaine Jenna says, my bad. I didn't know Jermaine Jenna was a Spain fan. Oh, mate, they're not even showing the crying children. It's like the crying 42-year-old. Or, I don't know. Ranges are variable. So, holds. He's manhandling him. Ref. Yes, ref. Give that yellow to Koundé. I don't even care anymore. He's getting subbed off for me. Give that yellow. Please hold. Brilliant. Hold this ball. Let's go, Fran. Around the world you go, Fran. Brilliant. Oyarzabal, I'm asking you just to keep the ball once in your life. Come on, Oyarzabal. I just don't. Yes! Woo! We did it. We did it. We did it. The tears are out. Spain is through. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Lamine Yamal, player of the match as well. Let's go. Our captaincy has been successful. Amazing. 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 We did it. We done did it. We done did it. Lamine Yamal announces himself again to the world. Lamine Yamal, player of the match. We did it. What a captaincy. What a captaincy. I think you should stick on Olmo. I think that's a great captaincy. Stick on that for sure. Stick on that. For sure, stick on that. We have 6 players for the finals, and all we have is 5 free transfers. That's it. We've already sent 6 players to the finals. Um, brilliant. What happened to Morata? No, no. Are you joking? Guys, I'm at an absolute emotional low. Who will get bonus points? Yamal got man of the match. Um, Yamal got man of the match. Yeah. That's amazing. Why sad? No, I'm just emotionally low because it's like I celebrated too much. We need to do it again. Get my energy back up for the finals. Nah, I think I tend to just like I overreact too much, right? When we score a goal, blah blah blah. When I'm like watching us defend for like 20, 30 minutes, I get anxious, and then you know I'm just so glad we got over the line. Who am I substituting out? I don't know. I mean, Williams obviously is going to be subbed off. It's tough, right? I think maybe Simon will be subbed off, but then the question is, do we take off? Do we take off the Rodris of the worlds? Do we take, it's a tough one actually. I probably think let's do it again. I think I put Guehi on for Upamecano. Um, mm, By the way, guys, I think some people are criticizing Upamecano as well, and I think he ended up did he not beat Saliba in ball recoveries? No, I'm just kidding. That's just joking. I don't know. Maybe we just take Rodri off. Yeah, Yamal man of the match, correct. Morata, a photographer. What? No, I think someone who was running. Yeah. Apparently, it's a security guard. Thank you for Yamal, captain. No problem, I did. Yeah. Um, Congratulations. Get an 18 points for Yamal, captain. Yeah, without the booking would have been nice, but the booking was probably important. So Saliba had less. Saliba's on point. That's nice. A couple of people were taxing me for going Upamecano as well, or not going Teo as well, in a situation of subbing off 3-pointers. Your 5 Spain defender gamble went less than optimal. Yeah, as I said, I think Spain, the best picks were always going to be the midfielders, right? Aditya says, I really appreciate what you are doing, sir. You've been exceptional. I would not see how I can live without now. I'm Yamala Fantasy. Thank you so much. Homo captain, probably a stick. Yeah, definitely stick. Top of my league, so close. Nice, nice, nice. Fran, who would you love to have as an opponent of Spain? I don't care. I just want to see us play in the finals. I just want to do it all over again. Yeah. I think that's it, guys. Thank you guys so much for being in the stream. Honestly, I appreciate it so much. I hope you guys had a good evening in terms of fantasy. You enjoyed the match. you enjoy the goal from Yamal as well, and my screams and all that stuff. And yeah, take care. I wish you guys all the best. I'll see you guys probably, for the next video. Anyways, yeah, let's just enjoy some football tomorrow. All right, take care, guys. See you in a bit. Oh my god, my face has been cut off the whole time. I forgot. I forgot to fix it. I'm so sorry. Yeah, that was a long eating session, wasn't it? My bad. Nah, so happy, but yeah. Maybe I'll do a watch along tomorrow. We'll see if we can do it. But so happy once again. And yeah, probably gonna go and get a good night's sleep because I'm crashed. But yeah, take care. Goodbye, and I'll see you soon.